Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi holds meeting with NDA MPs as part of preparations for Lok Sabha elections. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankhar chairs all-party meeting to ensure smooth conduct of business in the House. Parliament passes Cinematograph Amendment Bill 2023 prohibiting unauthorized recording and exhibition of films. Enforcement Directorate attaches immovable assets of former Bihar Chief Minister Rabri Devi worth over 6 crore rupees in railway job for land scam. And core sector grows by 8.2% in June this year. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is holding a meeting with NDA MPs from Western Uttar Pradesh, Bundelkhand and Bridge region in New Delhi. The meeting will focus on the upcoming Lok Sabha elections in 2024 and its preparation. BJP Chief Jagat Prakash Nadda and Union Minister Nitin Gadkari are also present in the meeting, besides the MPs from these regions. It is the first of a series of meetings to be held by the Prime Minister with groups of National Democratic Alliance NDA MPs. Mr. Modi will also hold a meeting today with NDA MPs from West Bengal, Jharkhand and Odisha at Parliament Annex Building. Both houses of Parliament have been adjourned for the day following opposition parties' protests over the issue of violence in Manipur. When the Lok Sabha reassembled after the first adjournment at 2 p.m., opposition parties, including the Congress, DMK, JDU and TMC, again trooped into the well, raising slogans against the government. They were demanding Prime Minister Narendra Modi's statement over the issue. As pandemonium continued, the presiding officer adjourned the House for the day. In the Rajya Sabha, when the House met after the fourth adjournment at 3:30 p.m., opposition members, including from the Congress, TMC, DMK, Aam Aadmi Party and Left, continued with their sloganeering. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi reiterated that the government is ready for discussion on the Manipur issue and it should be taken up immediately. However, pandemonium continued in the House, leading to its adjournment for the day. Union Minister and senior BJP leader Nirmala Sitharaman today criticized the opposition, saying that it does not want to participate in a discussion on the Manipur issue. She was addressing media outside Parliament along with Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi. Ms. Sitharaman alleged that the Congress party did nothing for Manipur when it was in power in the state, which faced blockade for around 1 year and nobody visited the state. She said Union Home Minister Amit Shah had recently himself visited Manipur and stayed for a few days to assess the situation.
हमारे माननीय अमित शाह जी 3 दिन मणिपुर में पूरे के पूरे थे, हर कैंप में गए, लोगों से संपर्क किए, बात किए और आकर के उनको जो रिलीफ तुरंत देना वो सबका इंतजाम भी किए। सो मणिपुर की हर कम्युनिटी सफर कर रही है उधर। उनके ऊपर कुछ चिंता सचमुच हो तो आकर बात करना चाहिए। उनके विजिट के द्वारा क्या उनका जानकारी मिले वो इधर रखना चाहिए।
Meanwhile, the Congress has reiterated its demand for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's statement in Parliament over Manipur violence. Talking to reporters outside Parliament, party leader Randeep Surjewala said 68 MPs had given notices for a discussion in the Rajya Sabha on Manipur, but the government was allegedly running away from it. He said the government wants only a short discussion on the matter and does not want the opposition to speak at length. Amid logjam in Parliament, Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankhar today held an all-party meeting to ensure smooth conduct of business in the upper house. The meeting, which took place at Mr. Dhankhar's chamber, was attended by Union Ministers Piyush Goyal and Arjun Ram Meghwal and Leader of Opposition Mallikarjun Kharge. Tiruchi Shiva of DMK, Sukhendu Shekhar Roy of TMC, Binoy Vishwam of CPI, Professor Manoj Jha of RJD and others also attended the meeting. Parliament has passed the Cinematograph Amendment Bill 2023 with the Lok Sabha approving it today amid din. The Rajya Sabha has already passed the bill. Replying to a brief discussion on the bill, Information and Broadcasting Minister Thakur said the legislation will check piracy, which is causing a huge loss to the film industry. Mr. Thakur added that the film industry is incurring loss of around 22,000 crore rupees every year due to piracy. He said the bill is also intended to prohibit unauthorized recording of films and ease the process of licensing procedure, as the certificates will be perpetually valid.
पायरेसी रोकने का काम हम इस बिल के माध्यम से करेंगे। अब ये इंडस्ट्री $100 बिलियन की इंडस्ट्री सर एंटरटेनमेंट की अगले 3 साल में हो जाएगी, जो लाखों लोगों को रोजगार दे सकती है। इसके भी हम हितों को देख रहे हैं और इसके साथ साथ ये फीचर फिल्म्स हो, डॉक्यूमेंट्री, ओरिजिनल फिल्म हो, टीवी शोज हो, ऐसे बहुत सारे लोगों के हितों का ध्यान भी हम लोग रख रहे हैं। एनी पर्सन हु कमिट्स अ प्रोहिबिटेड एक्ट रिलेटिंग टू द पायरेसी विल बी लायबल टू पनिश विद इम्प्रिजनमेंट फॉर अ टर्म व्हिच शैल नॉट बी लेस देन 3 months and may be extended to 3 years.
The bill seeks to amend the Cinematograph Act 1952, under which the certificate issued by the Central Board of Film Certification was valid for 10 years. Now the certificate will be perpetually valid. More from our correspondent.
The bill is intended to ensure that the film content does not suffer due to piracy, as the menace causes heavy loss to the industry. The bill prohibits the unauthorized recording and exhibition of films. Attempting an unauthorized recording will be an offence with imprisonment between 3 months and 3 years. It will also attract a fine between 3 lakh rupees and 5% of the audited gross production cost. The bill has a provision to add certain additional certificate categories based on age. Films with an A or S certificate will require a separate certificate for exhibition on television or any other media prescribed by the central government. With Bhupendra Singh, Suparna Saikia, Akashvani News, Delhi.
Over 6 crore 23 lakh rupee loans have been sanctioned under Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana PMMY in financial year 2022-23. In a written reply to a question in the Lok Sabha, Union Minister for State for Finance Dr. Bhagwat Kishan Rao Karad said the objective of PMMY is to provide access to institutional finance to new or existing micro, unit or enterprise up to 10 lakh rupees. He added that the complaints with regard to implementation of PMMY are redressed in consultation with the respective banks. The complaints received at the centralized public grievance redress and monitoring system are also being taken up with respective banks for redressal within the prescribed timeline. The government has said the country has witnessed the highest ever coal production in 2022-23. The All India coal production in 2022-23 was over 893 million tons in comparison to over 778 million tons in 2021-22, with a growth of more than 14%. Coal Minister Prahlad Joshi said this in a written reply to a question in the Rajya Sabha today. He said rise in the production of coal has been reported in Assam, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. Meanwhile, fall in the production of coal has been reported in Jammu and Kashmir in 2022-23. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The Enforcement Directorate has provisionally attached 6 immovable assets worth over 6 crore rupees in the railway job for land scam. The assets belong to former Chief Minister of Bihar, Rabri Devi, her daughter Meeza Bharti, son-in-law Vineet Yadav and 2 companies, AB Exports Private Limited and AK Infosystem Private Limited, owned and controlled by family members of Lalu Prasad. It has been alleged in the case that appointments were made in the railways in return for land gifted and sold to the RJD chief's family when he was the then Railways Minister during the UPA rule. The investigation was initiated by the ED based on an FIR registered by the CBI against Lalu Prasad, Rabri Devi and others. In this case, 7 land parcels were acquired by family members of Lalu Prasad from the candidates for Group D jobs in railways. A parliamentary delegation from Malawi, led by the Speaker of its National Assembly, Catherine Gotani-Hara, called on President Draupadi Murmu at Rashtrapati Bhavan today. Welcoming the delegation, President Murmu said India and Malawi share long-standing cordial and friendly relations and there is immense scope for adding greater depth to bilateral ties. She stated that the common faith in democratic values and pluralism makes India and Malawi natural partners. The President noted that India has been one of the largest trade and private investment partners of Malawi and is also a preferred destination of Malawian nationals for health and education. Former Kerala Assembly Speaker and Senior Congress leader Vakam Purushottaman passed away at his residence in Thiruvananthapuram today. He was 95. The veteran leader was elected to the Kerala Assembly 5 times from Artingal Assembly constituency and became a minister thrice. He was the longest-serving Speaker of the Kerala Assembly from 1982 to 1984 and again from 2001 to 2004. He was also elected twice to the Lok Sabha from Alapura constituency and served from 1984 to 1991. The India Meteorological Department IMD has forecast that heavy to very heavy rainfall activity is likely to continue over east, northeast and east central India during the next 3 to 4 days. It said a low pressure area lies over North Odisha and adjoining West Bengal coasts, which could bring rainfall in the region. The IMD also forecast moderate to heavy rainfall in Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Konkan and Goa. It also predicted light to moderate fairly widespread rainfall in northwest India, with isolated heavy rainfall in Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, West Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and East Rajasthan today. Light to moderate scattered showers with isolated heavy rainfall is expected over East Uttar Pradesh till August the 3rd. In the northeast, Assam, Meghalaya and several regions of Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura are also predicted to witness isolated very heavy rainfall from tomorrow. In Odisha, at least 8 people died and some others were injured due to lightning following heavy to very heavy rainfall in many parts of the state today. Capital city Bhubaneswar experienced very heavy rainfall accompanied by lightning and thunder throwing life out of gear. The downpour was so intense that the rainwater was found flowing knee-high in several areas for a long time. The movement of vehicular traffic was affected while many houses were reported to be waterlogged for hours. Meanwhile, the IMD has forecast that the intensity of rainfall in Bhubaneswar and neighbouring Cuttack will increase in the next 2 days. The rainfall will take place under the influence of the well-marked low-pressure area over North Bay of Bengal, which is likely to move northwestwards and concentrate into a depression during the next 12 hours. The combined index of 8 core industries, ICI, increased by 8.2% provisionally in June this year as compared to the index of June 2022. The production of steel, coal, cement, refinery products, natural gas, fertilizers and electricity increased in June 2023 over the corresponding month of last year. ICI measures combined and individual performance of production of 8 core industries, namely coal, crude oil, natural gas, refinery products, fertilizers, steel, cement and electricity. Domestic benchmark indices closed with gains of more than 0.5%. The Sensex of the Bombay Stock Exchange climbed 367 points to settle at 66,528. The Nifty 50 at the National Stock Exchange rose 108 points to end at 19,754. In cricket, the third one-day international of the 3-match series between India and the West Indies will be played at Brian Lara Stadium, Tarouba, Trinidad tomorrow. The match will start at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Both sides will also play 5 T20 international matches after the ODI starting from the 3rd of August. Indian shooters and archers bagged 6 medals, including 4 gold at the World University Games in Chengdu, China today. Overall, India have won 17 medals, 9 gold, 3 silver and 5 bronze, and are second in the tournament. Host China lead the standings with a haul of 21 medals. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi holds meeting with NDA MPs as part of preparations for Lok Sabha elections. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankhar chairs all-party meeting to ensure smooth conduct of business in the House. Parliament passes Cinematograph Amendment Bill 2023 prohibiting unauthorized recording and exhibition of films. Enforcement Directorate attaches immovable assets of former Bihar Chief Minister Rabri Devi worth over 6 crore rupees in railway job for land scam. And core sector grows by 8.2% in June this year. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.